Hello, my name is Zachariah with Old Man Gaming. Oh, I forgot to get my music up. I'll do that while I'm introducing the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Getting Over. Once again, I am alone. Memorial Day, my buddy Josh is at his friend's house. And we are on vacation next week. By we, I mean me. So we won't be doing any shows next week. But the week after, Josh will be back doing his go-home show before his pay-per-view. And then I will be on my show directly after our first pay-per-view because, ladies and gentlemen, today is our first ever signature event. I didn't want to skip this. I'm so excited to do it. I'm very excited. And things have gotten a little bit rough as well because just going to go ahead and let you guys know that I am 9 funds in the hole right now. I am actually borrowing to make this pay-per-view happen. So if I don't make at least 12 funds, I'm bankrupt at that point. So we're really pushing the bounds of the game right now and seeing exactly where we can go with it. That being said, we've got 4 big matches for me. Everything I've been building to for the entire time is going to happen right here live for you guys. As usual, this is a weird time to stream, so if you're watching this on the back end, thank you. If you're watching this live, still feel free to comment. I will react to your comments. I'll take your suggestions, stuff like that. There is a small latency. I can't do anything about that, but it's all welcome. There we go. I'll get some music going here. So here we go. Getting Over. Crowning Achievement. First signature event for TGTN. And just so you guys know, my dice today are going to be gold and silver for quality and red for chaos. And we're going to have a lot of chaos today. We are starting off with the Panhandle Classic Championship. Chad Thurston, Catherine, and Marie Aubin will have a triple threat match to decide the Panhandle Classic champion. So let's get our stuff open here. Trip down the site. Catherine, Chad Thurston, Marie Aubin, all there, right there. Here we go. So basically, we open with this match. We're gonna open with this. No promos, no nothing. We see the screen wipes for Crowning Achievement. We're back in the brew house. First walks out Catherine. She's really big, really muscular. She's wearing a jean jacket with like ripped sleeves off, so it's become a vest. Kind of a tight white kind of sport bra. And then her pants are just ripped jeans all the way down. She's got a shaved head and just wide, kind of angry looking eyes. She's very intense. She makes her way to the ring first. Then we see Marie Aubin, who won the opportunity to make this triple threat by pinning Catherine in an earlier match. She is smaller. She's a Canadian classic style. She wears the singlet with the Canadian colors, the red and white. She's got brown hair kind of into a tight braid down her back. And she's toned. She's fit, but she's very small, not super muscular. She does a lot of submissions, but she does high risk to compensate for her size. And then out walks Chad Thurston. He's very toned, like six-pack, real tight muscles, not necessarily mass, just very tight muscles, muscle groupings. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. He has the MMA shorts down to kind of about the knee, the baggy MMA shorts. He's just got some standard boots and his hands tied up. He walks out with the Panhandle Classic around his waist. Now, he does have one technical defense against Catherine, but he only won that via disqualification. Well, he only kept the belt via disqualification. He didn't actually win the match. So now it's going to get interesting because this is a triple threat, no DQ. They all get in the ring. Crowd's already worked up into a frenzy. Crowning Achievement begins here. Panhandle Classic Championship on the line. Let's get this thing started. I wish I didn't have such bad cotton mouth before I was going to do this. Alright, got to get to the match stuff. There it is. Let's do it. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Ref calls for the bell. All right, so our lower roll is the Chaos roll at 16. It's going to be a straight 16. Ooh, not taking that optional. I need bangers. I need bangers to survive. Famous by another wrestler or NPC. I don't even know how to write this yet. Because this isn't what I was expecting at all. I'll have to think about this for just a second. Because it really throwing me for a loop in the first go. Who would even potentially interfere? We're gonna kind of do a cop-out and decide it later. Alright, so they're in the ring. Ref calls for the bell, but as soon as he calls for the bell, you see a crowd member jump the railing. Black hoodie. Oh, he's got a black ski mask on. Can't see who he is. Rolls into the ring. Nobody sees him coming. Security doesn't get to him in time. And you see he's got like brass knuckles on. And as Catherine turns, when the crowd kind of goes ballistic because this is happening, he just winds up, Superman punches Catherine right in the face, just drops her with a huge hit. He turns around to go after Marie Aubin when security pounces into the ring, pounces on this hooded man, and starts to drag him out. Who was this hooded man? What happened there? What is going on to start this thing? As he's dragging him out, though, Marie Aubin's just kind of watching the chaos as they're being dropped out in confusion, and Chad doesn't miss a beat, almost as if he expected this to come. He crawls over, hooks the leg, and pins Catherine. 1, 2, Marie turns, rushes forward, and hits him off of him before he can get the 3 count. That was a heck of an opener, right? Starting big. Match 1. First move was a 16 Chaos. All right. Second roll, we're adding +1 now. Ooh. So 20 on the quality, but 9 on the Chaos. Oh no. That means the match is over. I'm pretty sure 10 is always the end. Man, that is not the way I wanted to start this thing. Okay, so it's a Chaos. Chaos with a +1 is 10. Oh, that's frustrating. So Marie knocks him off, then goes to kick him. As she goes to kick him, he ducks the kick, catches her, rolls her up into a small package, puts his feet on the ropes as the ref drops, perfectly timing it so the ref can't see it. 1, 2, 3! Marie kicks out a second too late. Match is over in 2. Not what I wanted at all. And Chad just rolls out hail of boos. Hail of boos. Crowd is super upset. This is an opening match. It should be a banger. And Chad just ripped him off, ripped everybody off. He grabs the belt, smiling the whole way up the ramp, holding it. He just keeps flashing his hand. Marie can't believe it. She squandered her chance. Catherine's just starting to come through from this weird attack. Who was this hooded man who possibly wasted both of their chances? Dice, I'm going to need you to roll lower from here on out, because that is rough. All right, so let's calculate that. First match was a real killer. All right, so we had a 2-star points from Catherine. So match score, +2. Then we've got Chad Thurston is actually still at a 0 because he hasn't actually been doing that much. And then we got Marie Aubin is actually at a 4 because she has gotten a bunch of good stuff going on. So that'll help. We had 2 segments. The banger is gonna It's not a banger. It's a. I'm scrolling through the wrong thing. It's instead a squash match, which is going to end up giving a +1 to the winner after match's resolution. So Chad will jump up by 2 star points, which is good stuff for him. Hard skin, born to it. What does born to it do? I do not remember what Born to It does. Let's check. Born to It. +2 match score on normal matches. Thank God for that. We need everything we can get. And then Marie has Instincts. What is Instincts? Maybe this might save us. Maybe I can wind this sucker back. Negate the first match end in a technical... Oh, in a technical or high endurance match. It's not a technical or high endurance match. That is a bummer. So I can't wind the clock back on that one. And then, so we already got the plus in there. So we're actually going to do okay, surprisingly. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the match score. I think that's still just a 1 star, unfortunately. And no blood for me. Alright. So. Yeah, still just a 1 star. 1. We are going to get the exotic funds bonus. +2. Oh, wait. Did any of the traits sync up? Oh, that might save me. That might save me. Traits cheat sheet here. Keep forgetting to use. Alright, so let's check it out here. Catherine has Stalwart and Insane. Chad has Cheater Technical. So Stalwart is Creative. Insane is Focused, so neither one of those. Chad has Cheater and Technical. So Cheater is Honorable. Marie Alban is not that. And Technical is that a -1? That is a -1. Acrobatic, which, hey, we are going to get a +1 because Chad and Marie matched up. So we're actually going to go up to 11. It's still going to give me that 1 star, though. So we're going to get the +2 funds from our exotic booking. Then we're going to get +1 funds from the star rating. We're only going to get 3 funds for that. We in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We in hardcore trouble right now. Because Daddy needs to make some money or this is going to get bad. Bad. Alright, so that ends that match. We then skip over to an advertising promo. A merchandising promo, because we need to make some money, remember? And the merchandising promo is Danny. Danny Punk. And it's going to be Anarchy Jr., basically, because she's the daughter of Mickey Punk, is going to be the shirt. So let's go ahead and roll for that. Roll for that promo. I got a 13 plus her star her star points are 4. So that'll bring us up to a 17. That is helpful. Really, really, really helpful. So a 17 on the promo is, yes, a +3. So we gained +3 funds from the promo. Danny. Merchandise. +3 funds. Sweet. That's helpful. Alright, so now we're on match 2. Please, please, please be more of a banger than that one was. So our second match, this is a rematch from our last show. That's right, Jason Manchurian and the Black Prince, Abdullah Kawa, they had a match that ended in a double pin. So to wrap the series up, we're going to have these two go at it again, one-on-one, and try to get a winner out of this. But it will be a true grit match this time. So hardcore. Remember, true grit meaning first 3 weapon shots are completely allowed, and there is no count out. As far as the rules go, I need to remind myself what a hardcore match is. Hardcore means Oh, that's a title type. Oh, I mean the match type. There we go. +2 injury points to all wrestlers involved. Negate the first match end on the Chaos side. So that would have saved us in that last one. So let's do this thing. All right, Jason Manchurian is, you see he kind of comes out like the days ago, then he's just kind of smiling at the crowd. Abdullah, same thing. He's got the big suit, the nice Middle Eastern tan. He's got the full face mask with the head the head thing, and he kind of walks out with the suit on, takes off the mask, takes off the thing, takes off his top, so he's just wrestling in kind of the more upscale pants. He kind of flexes. He's not necessarily tight or toned, but he's a big dude with a good amount of mass and an average amount of toning. Manchurian, martial artist. He's got the kind of Tajiri loose, kind of more shinier pants. One side is black with kind of these red snaking tree leaves, tree branches with red leaves, and then the other side is white with kind of green vines wrapping around it. So at this point, the crowd is waiting for this. We've got Banger Maker on our Prince Abdullah, which means that I can select either dice on any roll, which is really helpful. Really going to make this thing worth it. And then Jason Manchurian's over the top. That's not going to help me in anything else. So let's do it. Let's get this thing going. All right, first roll. All right, we got a 20 on Chaos, and we got a 3 on the Quality. Probably going to take the 3. Yes, we are going to definitely take the 3. All right. 3 Quality. All right. Ref calls for the bell. They start to just kind of like circle around each other. And then at that point, Manchurian charges in to go for the lockup, but Koala just punches him in the face. Big right cross. You see Manchurian kind of stagger back. He looks at the face for a second. His whole demeanor changes. The easygoing drops. He gets into that merciless mode. Then he turns and he just steps in and just shot after shot after shot. Big jab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Abdullah is kind of rocked. He's stepping back. He falls back into the ropes. Finally, he gets a block up. Then he starts to wail on Manchurian. Not quick jabs, but big, hard right hooks, staggering Manchurian back towards the center of the rope. Center of the ring, sorry. All right, second roll. All right, we got 20 on Quality and 6 on Chaos with a +1, remember. So we're probably going to take the Chaos. We'll see, though. So what were you to do, as if just pretending could help to get me? Let's actually do, 7 on the Chaos. You see Manchurian takes a huge final right hook. He staggers back to the ropes. He bounces kind of into them. As he does, Kawa steps up, grabs him by the back of the head, turns him around, tosses him through the second and third rope. Manchurian goes through the second and third rope and ends up like hitting the apron, then kind of landing on his feet on the outside, staggered. Kawa just turns, sprinting into the far ropes, then building up speed, leaping. Actually, no, he's going to go over the top, twisting into a Fosbury flop, just landing it right onto Manchurian, bringing him down. Kawa then beats his chest as the crowd kind of starts to boo. That's 7 Chaos. All right. Here we go. Third round, which means we're adding +2. All right, so we got a 12 on the Chaos, and we got an 8 on the Quality, which are both +2. We're definitely not taking the Quality because that'll end the match, pretty sure. 12 +2 is a 14 on the Chaos, so there we go. All right, so we're definitely taking the Chaos. Kawa picks up Manchurian, kind of pushes him back, holding one rope, hard Irish whip, putting all of his force into it, hurling Manchurian. Manchurian goes running straight into the steel steps at ringside. He flips over them, kind of crashing into the barricade with heavy impact. When it's getting hard to breathe. Alright, so we got a 1 on Chaos, which would be +3, and then a 16 on Quality, which is +3, which is 19. These dice are scaring me today, because I feel like we're going to be in real situations when it comes to the matches that I can't just pick. Alright, so 1 + 3 on the Chaos would be an optional match end. I don't think I want to do that one. And on the Quality, it would be 19. Okay. He goes over the stairs. Kawa walks over to him, just monitoring him. He's keeping the eyes on him. He's locked. He's ready to take him out. Grabs Manchurian, rolls him back into the ring. He climbs up onto the apron, steps in over the top rope. Manchurian's kind of up to his knees. As he steps in out of the top rope, I'm trying to remember what I was doing for Manchurian as his stuff. Kawa steps in. Manchurian just off the knees, kind of hops up to his a standing position, then leaps forward into like a side kick. But as he's going for the side kick, he fakes it. Kawa blocks his head, then he goes low, kicks him to the knee. Kawa screams in pain as his knee hyperextends slightly, then falls down to a kneeling position. Manchurian steps back, steps forward into a huge buzzsaw kick, roundhouse, just huge slapping thud, cracks off of Kawa's skull. He folds to the mat. Manchurian's got him here. He rolls over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! Kawa gets his shoulder up. 19 Quality. Alright. So. We're up to 5. We're getting close to that banger status that we need. Should have made these guys the opener. Alright. And so we got double 11s, which is going to be double 5s, which is going to be 15s. 16s either way, and I can pick between the two. Okay. Alright, so at this point, Kawa just barely kicks up. Manchurian wants to press the advantage. He grabs Kawa's head. He picks him up, gets him up to his feet, whips him at the ropes. As he whips him at the ropes, he then rushes after Kawa, ripping into the corner. Sorry, corner, not the ropes. He rushes after Kawa, but Kawa leaps up last second onto the top rope, rebounding backwards, flipping, kind of turning in midair, catching Manchurian's head as he goes over to him, bringing him down into the blockbuster. Boom! Hits it out of nowhere. Kawa rolls away. Manchurian's down. Both men are down. Crowd's going crazy. Alright, so that was... What was that? That was 16 Quality. Alright, so we've got a 19 on the Quality, which would bump up to a 24. And then a 15 on the Chaos, which would bump up to a 19. Let's see. Alright, so it's an optional, so that's not going to matter. I'm definitely not going to take it. Alright. So at this point, both... Oh, wait. Well, what's the 24? No, don't want that. Alright, so both men are down for a good amount. Ref starts to count. Gets up to a 4 on the double count before both start to stir. Manchurian starts to get up to his feet first. Kawa's kind of like crawling away. Manchurian steps up to him, and Kawa just turns, like pushes off forward. Full uppercut just right up under Manchurian's giblets. Just boom! Huge low blow. Just like basically dragon punches right up into there. Manchurian just screams in pain, falls to the side, and Kawa falls down. Like, crowd just starts to hail a boos. Ref is going to disqualify him once, but he gets 3. So at that point, he kind of cracks his neck, turns over, pins Manchurian. He's going to pin with the low blow. It's going to end this way. It's terrible. 1, 2. Now Manchurian kicks out. The crowd changes immediately to cheers as he kicks out, and you see Kawa's actually surprised at this. Been so easy, always a man about the same. So it was a 19 chaos, so we're up to 7. So close to banger maker. So close to banger. Alright, so we got a 16 on the chaos, and we got an 11 on the quality. We're adding in right now a +6, so the 16 would end up being 22, the 11 would end up being a 17. So let's find out what each of those are. Okay, that's that. And then that is that. Well, I like that one. Okay. We're going to go 22 chaos. Alright, so at this point, Kawa's breathing hard. He kind of like rallies himself. He wants to finish this off. He turns to the ropes. He climbs to the top rope kind of slowly, taking his time. He gets up there, taps his elbow, leaps kind of Macho Man elbow style, coming off the rope, and Manchurian rolls out of the way just at the last second. Kawa hits the mat, just crashes to the mat holding his elbow. We got a banger. Thank God. Got 5 on quality, 3 on chaos. We're adding in 7 right now. So a 5 is going to turn into a 12, and a 3 is going to turn into a 10. We're not taking the 10. We need this sucker to truck. So the quality is going to turn into the 12. Well, the chaos I can ignore, can't I? What would be the chaos on a 10? And that would be... Okay. All right. At this point, okay. At this point, both men are down. They're down for another 5 count. They're slowly starting to get to their feet. Kawa sees that Manchurian is starting to get up. Kawa wants to press this advantage. He kind of scrambles up, maybe before he was ready. He charges Manchurian, but Manchurian turns and just levels a side kick right to Kawa's stomach. Kawa snaps up on his feet and falls down to his knees, holding his stomach just winded. At that point, Manchurian steps back, and then he buzzsaw knees Kawa right to the temple, and he calls that the candidate maker. Wham! Just knees him right through the face. Kawa just like folds over to the ground. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. So 12 quality. 9. Alright, we got a 10 on the quality. Plus 8 is going to be an 18. We got a 1 on the chaos. Plus 8 is going to be a 9. I don't want that one. That one's 18. Did we hit that already? No, we haven't. Okay. All right. 18 quality. All right. At this point, Manchurian, like Kawa's down. Manchurian wants to follow up. He rushes at the ropes. He leaps onto the ropes, like leaps up, springboarding. He backflips, but all the way around so that his knees are out, kind of bringing both knees down on Kawa, but Kawa rolls out of the way this time. Manchurian just hits his knees right to the mat, straight up. Oh! Falls over, holding his knees. Alright, so 10th round. Here we go. Let's get that 5-star. We got a 1 on chaos. Plus a 9 is going to be a 10. Then we got a 6 on quality. Plus a 9 is going to be 15. We are going to pick the chaos one. And that's going to be my first negate for the True Grit match. So, at this point, both men are down. Or dishonorable action. Okay. All right. You see Kawa rolls out of the ring, still holding his arm. He's kind of winding it a little bit. He walks over. He grabs the ring officiator's tack hammer, the bell hammer, then rolls back into the ring. Manchurian's kind of finally pulling himself up, trying to shake off the shot to the knees. He doesn't see it coming. He turns around, hammer to the face, wham! Drives into his face. He falls to the mat. The ref immediately disqualifies him for 2. That means Kawa's down 2. He gets one more weapon shot, and then that's it. He drops onto Manchurian, hooks for the leg. 1, 2, 3. No! Manchurian kicks out. How did he get his shoulder up? You see at this point, Kawa like rolls up, just holding, like pulling at his hair. He cannot believe Manchurian kicked out of the hammer shot to the face. The crowd is going crazy. They start to chant, "Fight forever." This is a big one. And that would have been a match end, but I negated it with the hardcore match type. Just going to make a note that I can't do that again. And we're on to 11. It's getting crazy. Alright, so we got a 1 on Chaos. Plus 11 is going to be 12. We got a 4 on Quality. Plus 11 is going to be a 15. Let's see what we're doing with. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get crazy with it. Kawa's breathing hard. He's really upset. He wants this done. He starts to go to the ropes again. Starts to climb it. He's probably looking for that elbow again. But Manchurian somehow, like, snaps up. He's got the face. He's angry. He's got a little trickle of blood from where he got hit with the hammer. Just a little bit cut open. He rushes up the ropes in front of Kawa and just starts to strike him in the face. Both of them are fighting on the top of the turnbuckle. Both of them are brawling when Kawa just picks him up and then leaps sideways. Both men go soaring over the outside and crash right through the timekeeper's table. The table shattering into pieces. The crowd immediately goes into a holy shit chant. People are checking on them. Will the match even continue at this point? Alright, so that was 12 Chaos. And we're on the 12th round. Alright, we got a 10 on Chaos. Plus 11 will take it to a 21. We got a 4 on the Quality. Plus 11 will take it to a 15. We might be in a situation here. Yeah, I can't stop it. I want that to happen. I could keep it going with that. Man, that's tempting because one of them's an optional loss, and if I take the optional, it causes another draw. But I'll get another +1 funds, which I desperately need. But do I want these guys to end in another draw on a pay-per-view? All right. Some days I can barely breathe. In my reflection taunts me. Quality. And then let's check the roster here, because I want to see who I should have win. Who it's going to help the most. Doesn't really matter. Ish. Ish! Alright. I gotta have some loyalty here. Alright, so at this point, It just looks like it's done. It looks like they're going to call it when all of a sudden, out of the wreckage, crawls Jason Manchurian, crawls Abdullah Akawa. They are crawling back to the ring. They get back. They both roll back into the ring. But Kawa definitely was the doer of the move. He's taken a little bit less damage. He's up first. He just starts to hammer Manchurian. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. Manchurian's kind of wildly swinging at him. Can't really get a shot in. At that point, Kawa wraps his head, puts it over, lifts him up for the brainbuster, but Manchurian breaks loose, kind of slides down his back, catching his waist, rolling him through, sunset flip, quick pin, 1, 2, 3, Kawa kicks out, 1 second too late. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Manchurian gets his first win here at True Grit Wrestling in one hell of a match. You see Kawa just cannot believe it. He's looking at the crowd like trying to say 2, looking at the ref trying to say 2. The ref's like, no, 3, 3, 3. And Manchurian's just like lifts his hand, just tired and beat. What a match. What a showing from these two. So let's find out how much I got for that one. And man, did I need that. Okay. So, match score. So, from Kawa, we had 1 star power. Manchurian had none. We didn't get any bonuses from that. Let's check their traits. Jason had easygoing. What's his positive trait? Kawa only has negative traits. So let's see if easygoing links up with anything. Easygoing links up with driven, which Kawa is. So we're going to get another +1 bonus from the trait matchup. Good booking so far. Then we got to put together... We actually somehow had absolutely no repeats on that, which is insane to me. So we will... So we take a full +12 on that. Then we get the Banger Maker bonus. The Banger bonus, which is a +3. And I think that's it, right? So we're going to say 12. 12, 15, 16, 17. So they're full stars on a 17. Oh my god, they were 1 star away from 2. Oh, 1 point away from 2. That's rough. So they got 2 stars. It's going to be funds. They're an exotic book, so they're going to get 4 +2. 6 funds earned from that. So we are already kind of out of the hole. But we've got 2 more matches and 1 more merchandising promo. We need to make a little bit of bank so that we can book for our next show. So let's do our second merchandising promo of the night, which is most assuredly, which is GGL. And it basically says on the front, remember their Indian pronunciation. Which is Grande Gore Log. And then on the back it says Dirty White Men. So let's roll them up. They've got actually a star points of 4. Whoa! I'm just going to show that to you guys. We got us a 20. It's not focusing on it, but we got us a 20. There it is. So 20 plus 4, that's going to be a +3. GL +3 funds. Good stuff. Alright. So, match 3. Alright, match 3 is the Brutal Grudge match. The 6-man tag match. We have on one side the AAA, escorted out by Aaron. I just had his. There it is. By Alex Aaron Avon, 3A manager himself, the first manager in TGA. He comes out introducing Logan Bell with none other than the GGL. Basically, Logan Bell, bigger dude, bulkier dude, kind of looks like a Street Fighter. Almost think Wolverine from the first X-Men movie without the crazy hair. He's got kind of slick back slicked back black hair, and a little bit of stubble up here. White kind of tank top and jeans. Flanking him on either side, the GGL. One side of the GGL is Chunder, who's kind of a large black dude. He's got big muscles. He's got the kind of a military vest on, like the pocketed military vest, and camo pants down to like heavy boots. His partner Blitz also wears the same thing, but Blitz is more of less mass, more toned white dude, and they're flanking either side. These guys have been brutal. They have been fighting with Danny and Juanita Hernandez this entire time, but Juanita Hernandez went outside the company, brought in the Standard, which is the next center. Juanita Hernandez enters out. She's kind of a gold complexion, brown hair coming back in a tight ponytail, a tight high ponytail. She wears a denim vest, not ripped or anything, just a denim vest with kind of some weird pins on it. And then she has like just a kind of a baggy t-shirt under it. And then some jeans, and she wears the signature large belt buckle of her Hall of Fame dad, Juan Hernandez. She kind of steps out, kind of dancing around. Then out comes the Standard. The Standard is an American Greco team. One of them is Henry Hackles. He's big, barrel-shaped. He's a white guy with singlet, gold singlet all the way down. Think kind of Otis from WWE. And then his partner is Marvin Davis, which is a much more fit black dude with just gold chunks, kind of Shelton Benjamin-ish, kind of the bald hair too. And all three of them enter in. That's right, we've got a 3-on-3. There's no tags. It's Tornado. It's absolutely insane. Don't know how I'm going to call it. All right. So let's get it on. All right, we've got a double 17 on either dice. So I get to pick. Okay, all right. So the Standard kind of get in the ring. They're facing off with GGL. They're kind of like jaw-jacking. Logan Bell's jaw-jacking with Juanita as the bell rings. Juanita's just like puts her hands up like she's done. She turns around, and then she just leaps to the top rope, bounces off the top rope, leaping into a crossbody, connecting with Logan Bell, flattening him out of nowhere, and hooking the leg. At the same time, both Standard members just start wailing on the GGL, backing them away from the center of the ring so that the pin can go through. The ref drops. 1, 2. Logan kicks out just at the last second. A good opening strategy from Juanita and the Standard. So that was a 17 quality. All right. This is a normal match, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, normal match. All right. So we got a 19 on the quality, plus 1 would be a 20. Not going to pick that one. 16 on the chaos, plus 1 is a 17. So I guess we're taking that chaos one after all. All right, Juanita stands. Logan kicks back up. At this point, Logan takes a big whiff at her. She runs under him, running into the ropes. As she hits the rope, you see Erin from outside reach in, catch a leg, kind of trip her up. She stumbles forward, and Logan catches her into the small package. 1, 2. Henry Hackles kicks it open, breaks up the quick pin at the last second. However, the ref caught the interference, and he is going to send Erin out of here. Erin is super pissed, but he has to go to the back. It's going to be a fair fight between these two teams. Need to hit 6 on this to get my money back. Need to hit 6, because this one costs 15 to book. All right, so we got a 10 on quality, plus 2 would be a 12, and then a 6 on chaos, plus 2 would be an 8. Can't pick anymore, don't have the banger maker. So we are on chaos, which is going to be an 8. 8 chaos. Let's find out what that is. All right, at that point, Hackles has kicked him off, kicked Logan off, but Chunder just rushes in, hits the big man, rushes him backwards. Both men go through the ropes to the outside. They crash the outside. They slowly kind of start to get to their feet. As they do, though, Juanita's just running on the inside, rebounds, dives through the ropes, hits Chunder, takes him down, turns around, taunts to the crowd. What she doesn't realize, though, is Blitz is already moving. He comes over the top rope with a double crossbody, taking out both Juanita and Henry Hackles, flattening them down to the ground. He gets up, kind of pounding his chest when. Am I doing this wrong? No, I'm not doing this wrong. When out of nowhere, Marvin steps up to the top turnbuckle, then leaps, flipping forward into a full senton, crashing down on Blitz, taking him out, leaving only Logan Bell on the inside of the ring. And the crowd's already going crazy for this. Alright, so Chaos is going to be our roll. That's a 3, plus 3 is a 6. It just starts to become a brawl on the outside. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's just knocking each other down. Marvin kind of is on top because he was the last one to take it. When Logan Bell slides out on the other side, starts to run all the way around the ring, charging forward as Marvin kind of realizes he's coming. Logan just lowers his head, spears Marvin right through the barricade. The barricade crashes backwards, falls away. Both men roll into the crowd to the cheers of the crowd. So that was a 6 chaos. All right, 2 more, and we get a multi-man bonus out of this. Oof. 20 on quality. Thankfully, that's not low. We got a 4 on chaos. That is going to give us, with a plus 4, is going to give us an 8. Of course. Got to take a ref bump at some point, right? You see Henry Hackles. The ref is outside, trying to get people in. He's trying to get him to come back into the ring. Henry Hackles is back and forth with Chunder. Chunder actually knocks Henry Hackles down. The ref turns him around and goes, "Get it back in the ring." As he does, though, Juanita steps in to super kick Chunder to the back of the head, but Chunder somehow knows it's coming, ducks, and Juanita just literally takes the ref's head out. Ben Labadie is down. Ref Ben Labadie is down. He's out. Everything goes out the window now. That's an 8 chaos. And all chaos today. Alright, so we're on 6. We at least got the multi-man bonus. Alright, so we got a 2 from chaos. That's going to be our low one. Plus 5 is going to be a 7. Jesus. Okay. A lot of dives. A lot of dives in this. This is 2023 wrestling at its best. Alright. Juanita's holding her head like, damn it. She sees Blitz start. She sees Chunder starting to, like, Chunder comes at her and just goes to hit her in the back of the head. When Henry Hackles catches him, kind of lifts him up and chucks him backwards into the stairs. Juanita rolls into the ring, starts to sprint, bounces off the far ropes, coming back. At the same time, Blitz is standing up. She leaps through the second and third rope and just catches him with a straight diving forearm. All right, so we've got chaos again. 5 plus a 6. It's going to be 21. That might be a match end. Oh, sweet. It's an optional. I'm not going to take it. Probably should for fun reasons, but I'm not going to. All right, I want that banger status on a multi-man match of this caliber. All right. Blitz is down. Chunder's down. Logan Bell is starting to get out of the ropes. He gets out of the barricade when out of nowhere, Heckles grabs him by the back of the head, rolls him into the ring. He rolls into the ring. Juanita rolls in. Heckles rolls in. And then you see Marvin's still down from the spear, right? Yeah, from the spear. Heckles and Juanita are in. They're just surrounding him. It's time that Logan gets what he deserves. He's just kind of looking back and forth. When out of nowhere, Chad rushes back out because the ref is down. He rushes in and just nails, he tosses Logan a kendo stick. Logan catches his kendo stick, wheels around, and breaks it over Heckles' head. Heckles, stumbles, falls into the ropes, and drops. He turns, only to have Juanita rush forward, super kick him to the chest. He staggers backwards into the ropes, and then rushes forward into a full clothesline, catches Juanita, takes her out as he falls to the ground. Everybody's down. The crowd is going crazy. And we got a banger, ladies and gentlemen. Banger multi-man match. Knew this one was going to deliver. Alright, so we got a 17 and a 10. 10's going to be our low one. That's Chaos. 10 plus 7 is 17 on the Chaos. Okay. Juanita's down. Juanita's kind of down, kind of hurt. Aaron's just kind of looking at everybody. He's trying to wake up Chunder, trying to wake up Blitz, but everybody's down. He runs over to the side of the rope, grabs a chair, slides into the ring. He's kind of looking at Juanita. Juanita's slowly starting to stand. As he is about to hit her, she just steps in, super kicks the chair into Aaron's face. Chair goes flying back. Crowd goes crazy. Aaron goes down and is just out. But at the same time, Logan reaches up under her, rolls her up into the pin. Benjamin Labody's getting up. He slides into the ring. 1, 2, Juanita kicks out. Last second. Oh my God, that was almost it. All right, number 9. Okay, low is Chaos again with a 13. 13 plus 8 is a 21. Okay. That is a repeat, unfortunately. Okay. She kicks out. Both of them roll to their feet. As they do, Logan kicks her to the gut, wraps her head, picks her up, brings her down into a hard snap brain buster. Juanita takes it, kind of rolls over, out. He stands just in time to just be bowled over by a full body block from Heckles. No, we're going to say a pounce. He just nails him from the side. Logan, is lifted up off the ground, thrown backwards, hits, and rolls into the corner. Heckles turns around just in time as Blitz steps in. Blitz steps in, step up Enziguri to the side of Heckles' head. Heckles takes it, staggers slightly, only so that Chunder could come in, catch the big man under his chest, vein popping out of his head, lift him up into an overhead body slam, crashes Heckles to the mat with a huge shake. He stands up. Who's left? Oh, I know who's left. Both men stand up, only as Marvin comes to the top of the turnbuckle from the outside. Both men turn. Marvin leaps forward into a single drop kick for either man, 1 foot hitting either guy in the face. They go down, and Marvin hits the mat. Whoa! What action! All right, we're on round 10. It's a good pay-per-view. I'm happy with this pay-per-view so far. Should probably check the chat. I haven't checked the chat in a while. Didn't think so. I usually have people responding to this one, but still. Let's get back into this. Oh. All right, quality is actually our lowest for a change. It's 8 plus a 9. That's going to take us up to a 17 on the quality, which is a repeat again. All right. All right, Marvin kind of rolls away. He points at Juanita. Juanita's rolled out to the apron. She kind of stands up, kind of pulling herself to the apron. Is she thinking Juan shall fall? Is she thinking the corkscrew shoulder block that her dad used to do? Or is she going to do something else? She kind of stands up. As she stands up, you see slowly getting to his feet Logan Bell. He's kind of turning around. As he turns around, Juanita leaps to the top rope. She springboards forward, shooting star, but all the way around into a shotgun drop kick, right to the head. She calls it one shall rise. Boom! She takes out Logan. She takes out Logan with the one shall rise. She hooks the leg. That's going to be it. 1, 2. Blitz pulls her feet, pulls her leg, and pulls her off just in the nick of time. This is a match. The match. Oh, that's not. All right. Chaos is low again. 10 plus 10. Ooh, there it is. Okay. All right. At this point, she's pulled off. Marvin charges him. Chunder is there, though. Catches Marvin. Throws him over the top rope. He crashes to the outside. At the same point, Blitz picks up the chair that was super kicked and just hurls it into Juanita's face. It clanks with a thud. The ref is looking in the other direction. She staggers backwards for a second. Then Chunder grabs her. What is there? I had a double team finisher for them. Ooh, I know what it is. Chunder picks her up onto her shoulder. She turns to Blitz. Then she hurls her lengthwise, just hurls her up into the air. Blitz catches her into the Death Valley driver. Wham! He hooks leg for the pin. At the same time, Heckles is starting to get up to try and get there. Chunder and Logan Bell catch him and tackle him. Hooks the leg for the pin. 1, 2, 3! That's right! Juanita loses. The GGL and the 3A get the win. They roll out of the ring. You see the frustration on Juanita's face. The crowd isn't happy with it. They're booing, but what a good match in the offing. So, let's see here. That was a... Which one was that? It was that. Oh, it was Chaos. Perfect sheet with weapon Emmy. So, 20... Chaos. Okay, happy with how that match turned out. Let's see if I need to make a lot to make even on this one, though. So let's see if I could pull it out. I think we're out of the terrible area of potentially not having enough money to keep going. But, match score. All right, so we got a lot of superstar value here. That's why it costs so much. So the GGL have a 4. So plus 4. The standard has a plus 5. Logan Bell has a 2. Juanita Hernandez. We need to find her. Where are you, Juanita? Juanita currently has a 3. Alright, so those are all superstar points. Now, we get a plus 2 for each multiple person because we're over 6, which is awesome. The multi-man bonus. So that's plus... So everyone over 2, so that's plus 4. So then we got the plus 4. Then we've got the number of rounds, which was plus 11. Let's just make sure we don't have any aspects that give us bonuses. Hard skin for Logan. He's going to take no injury points, which is good. Juanita is over the top. That doesn't help us. The GGL have honor, which I don't remember what honor does. Let's find out. Character annoys the effect of the first negative morale. So they basically have 4 negative morales. Okay. So that's not going to help us. Standard have respect, though. Pretty sure that's plus 2 if they don't have negative morale. Which they don't have negative morale. That is for sure. Let's make sure. Respect. Plus 2 match score with this wrestler has no negative morale. So that's a plus 2. All right, so now traits. Did we book this sucker well? I think we did, because I gave a bunch of traits to the standard here. So they got tough, powerful, attractive, and honorable, all for their positive traits. Let's compare them to the GGL first. We got cheater, which I'm pretty sure is the antithesis of honorable. Yep, so that's a +1. So those are both used. Powerful, then GGL also has disturbing, which is with attractive, and the standard has attractive, so that's another +1. So those are used. Now let's check out Logan Bell. He's got stalwart as a negative, which goes along with creative. We don't have anybody with that. Juanita has tough and funny. Tough goes with grizzled, and funny goes with nasty. So none of those are going to really help us. I need to make Juanita a little funnier, honestly. Haven't done a lot of jokes with her. All right. So we got our trait bonuses. Got a couple bonuses there. That's helpful. Very helpful. This is going to be a big score. Big score. And then we get the banger maker. The banger bonus. +3. All right. So that's it. That's everything. Let's add this sucker up and see what we're looking at. So 4 + 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, plus 11 is 29. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 36. So our stars is a 5-star match, ladies and gentlemen. 5-star match. That pays for basically the entire pay-per-view right there. So with the exotic book, +2 bonus, we add in a 17 funds. That's going to bring that sucker up to 19 funds made off that match. So I actually made 4 funds on that, even though it cost 15 to book. See how the game's tricky? So we got 19 off that. We are out of the hole. We could do whatever we want with this main event. Super excited about it. All right. So at this point, we kind of go to the back. This is a promo that's not going to give me any bonuses, just some more storytelling I wanted to do since I have the time, because I'm kind of alone. Danny kind of goes into the back. I'm sorry, Juanita finds Danny in the back, kind of holding her head. Danny looks at her and goes, "Oi, saw you take a right beating." Juanita's like, yeah, hilarious. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I'm glad you liked me getting beat up by the people who we've been fighting. Danny's like, oi, what's all this wee business? Like I said. Juanita puts up her hand like, come on, cut it out. You know I've got your back and you've got mine. And I gotta be honest, whatever happens tonight, I think you should keep that in your head. Because I'm not done with the GGL. And I know they're not done with you. Danny kind of like stops for a second, kind of looks around. She's like, "Oi, I'm winning that title tonight. I'm beating Nick Torg. I'm putting him in the ground. And this is hard for me to say, but I trust you. I do trust you." She stands up and puts out her hand. Juanita's like, "Yeah." She shakes her hand. She's like, "The two daughters of the most least trusting guys in professional wrestling. Who would have thunk it?" So they've buried it. They've buried the hatchet between Punk and Hernandez from the olden days. And now Danny has one thing left to do, and that is to win the True Grit Wrestling title. But can she do it against Nick Torg in a Hell match? Just to let everybody know, Hell match is deep hardcore, which means I can ignore the first 2 match ends of any type for this match. But they take like 3 injury points, I think. And on top of that, they will, in fact, for the match itself, they must be bleeding to be pinned or submitted, so it's going to be a violent one. So out at ringside, we go back to ringside. First, Zachariah Hard Rock, the owner of the brew house, the Hardcore Brew House, brings out the True Grit Wrestling title, which is kind of this matte steel kind of beautiful wrestling title. I'm going to make one in 2K23, I think, and use the picture here at some point. Brings it out, kind of sets it on a pedestal, then sits down at ringside. He's here to watch this because this is going to be the crowning of our first big champion. And then out comes Danny Punk, kind of ready to go. Danny Punk is thin and toned girl. She's got short kind of pixie hair, but very mussed up. She's got a lot of piercings, nose piercing, lip piercing, eyebrow piercing, piercings on the ears too, very pierced up. She's got tattoo sleeves up her arms. She's got her arms taped. She has a black vest with the words anarchy down the back, and then the A patch on different sides on it. And then she wears some ripped up jeans, and then a t-shirt just for a random punk band of the week, basically. She walks out, rolls into the ring, kind of cracking her neck, ready for the war. Nick Torg then walks out. Not Torque. I keep failing that. Nick Torg has basically, he wears like a handkerchief over his head, kind of pirate style, like do-rag style almost. Shorter guy. He's got a little bit of a gut. He's got some mass, but no real tone. He's more of a brawler style. He's got jean shorts on, some shoes, and just he wears like a white tank top. He's also out here ready for a war. Both of these people are known as very hardcore, very violent. All right, let's do it, guys. Ref calls for the bell. This is our main event for the True Grit Wrestling Association Championship. Here we go. First roll, we got a 16 on the quality and a 4 on chaos, so we got to do a chaos. Wait a second. Let me look at their aspects real quick, make sure I know what I'm doing here. Hers is well known. That doesn't help me. His. Where's Nick? Oh, there he is. Oh, put them next to each other. It's hard skin, so that's not going to help me either. I mean, it's going to help me in the long run, but not here. All right, let's do it. So we had a 4 on the chaos. So 4 on the chaos. Okay. They kind of eye each other. They call for the bell. They just rush forward. Both of them just wailing on each other, wailing on the faces. The crowd all stands up. They start to scream. The pressure point between these two has been boiling. They both want that title, and they're willing to kill each other to get it. Just pounding on each other. Finally, Danny, starts to get the edge. Gets a couple of good jabs in. Nick kind of staggers. She takes a big haymaker. He ducks. He shoves her back into the ropes, then rushes forward, going for the clothesline. She rolls under the clothesline, hitting the ropes on the far side. Both of them rebound. Both of them come back. Danny leaps into the air, going for a big, shining wizard to his head. He rolls through. Both land. Both turn and look at each other and eye each other, and the crowd is already on their feet. They're doing the alternate chants. Let's go, Danny. Let's go, Nick. Let's go, Danny. Let's go, Nick. All right, second roll. And +1 to it. All right, so we got a 1 on quality. That's going to be our dice. +1 is 2. So they just stare down at this point. They just start to stare down. They start to, Nick's like, I'm taking that belt. I'll kill you to get it. I don't care. I'll kill you to get it. He starts to walk up to her, and she's like, you're not killing anything, son. You're not killing me. They end up walking up to each other where their heads meet, like the foreheads meet, and they're just kind of yelling at each other so close that the spit is going in each other's mouth. So 2. And we're on to 3. Woo! 12 is our low, with a +2 is going to be a 14 quality. that's good. I like that. Both were just jaw-jacking each other's face. Then they just both wind up. They both throw punches. They both just hook punch each other, just straight in the face with a huge slap crack. They both kind of stagger. Danny hits the ground, rolls out under the ropes. Nick falls down to one knee, just kind of staggered. What was that again? It was the... Whoopsie. I should write it down before I get into my... there it is. 14. 14 quality. My description. I get too excited. Alright. Fourth move. Chaos is our low one with an 8 plus 3. That's going to take us up to an 11. Alright. Nick shakes it off. Marches over, rolls out under the ring. Danny's kind of coming up, shaking it off. At that point, he just like... She steps in and locks up with him. He snaps the lock up. European uppercut to the face, then grabs her head and slams it off the barricade. And we are getting hardcore. That's what? I did it again. I did it again. There it is. 11 chaos. Five. All right, fifth round. We've got a 3 on chaos. That's going to be our low one, plus a 4. That's going to bring us up to a 7 chaos. All right. She staggers. He grabs her head, slams it into the barricade again, just turns to her and goes, "I swear I said I'd kill you!" He then turns, grabs a chair, like moves somebody off of it, grabs a chair, closes it. Then he jumps up on the apron. She's kind of still staggered, kind of turns towards him. He rushes forward, leaps off the apron, and comes down with the chair, like a Superman chair shot, right to the top of her head. He lets go as he connects. The chair folds. The seat actually bends out. The whole chair then flips off of her into the crowd, which makes a bunch of people like scatter, like, oh my god. And she falls down. She's cut open. She's bleeding. She's bleeding already. She's already exposed. This could be quicker than we thought. Alright, so that was... I did it again. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop doing this. 7 chaos. Alright. Roll number 6. We got a 10 on quality. Is going to be our low one. That plus a 5 is going to take us up to 15. That's going to be a match end, but we're gonna not do that. So at this point, you see Nick just grab her head. He slowly picks her up. She's got some blood starting to come down her face, real heavy now. He rolls her into the ring. He rolls in. He goes, "It's over. You get pinned." And then he pins her. 1, 2. No, she kicked out. How did she kick out? She's still got fight in her. Nick's like, see Nick just kind of start to like hit himself in the head, kind of getting like crazy. Like almost like he doesn't want to do this, but he's gonna kill her if she doesn't get pinned. So that was 15 quality, because I again forgot to write it down. And that was my first match end. So I only get one more. One more I can negate, that is. Alright. So our low one is quality again. 7 plus a 6 is going to be 13. Ooh, okay. Uh, 13 quality. Alright, at this point, Nick rolls back out. He throws another chair into the ring. He goes under the ring. He pulls out a garbage can lid, throws that in. Pulls out a garbage can, throws that in. You see him then pull out a bag. He throws that in. We all know what that is. Hopefully I can use all of this. Then he rolls back into the ring. He picks her up. At that point, he brings her head down into a hard knee, staggering her up. Kind of blood falls off of her face. He then wraps her head, picks her up, snaps her down into a brain buster, rolls over her, picks her back up, then picks her up like a vert again, but this time forward drops her onto his knee, just driving it right into the face. Blood is everywhere, opening that cut more. She drops. The brainbuster was on the chair, by the way. She drops. He pins. That's gonna be it. 1, 2. Now she gets her shoulder up again. How is she doing this? Where is she getting this from? And now we're on 8. We're adding +7. Alright, our low is chaos with a 6. +7 is going to be a 13. Chaos. Interesting. Surrounded. Is that a repeat? That's not a repeat. Okay, because it was a quality. Okay. So 13 chaos. Okay. Danny cannot, like, at this point, like, Danny's kind of, like, rolling away. He's like, oh. He's like, just go, stay down. He grabs the garbage can lid, and at that point, she just gets this, like, burst of speed, rushing forward, covered in blood. She tackles him through the ropes. They crash to the outside. They crash to the apron. They're both fighting. The garbage can lid goes fine. At that point, she comes out on top, just hammering down fists, fighting from instinct, roaring through the blood, dripping down her mouth. She turns, throws him over the barricade. No, even better. She picks him up, pancakes him onto the barricade, then steps back and just straight kicks to the temple. He's rocked, he falls backwards into the crowd. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So number 9, we're at an 8. Alright. Chaos is low again with a 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. I think that's like the 4th 6 I've rolled. Oh, I like that. Okay. 14 chaos. She leaps the barricade. He's kind of rocked and staggered. At that point, she just grabs his head, hits him with another forearm to stun him, then just turns him, runs him face first into the outside of the barricade, just boom, right in the metal. At that point, he's rocked. He kind of falls backwards onto his knees. She steps backwards. Then she just fucking super kicks him to the temple with a huge crack. Just smack right to the side of the head. His whole head rocks. He falls over. He's still not bleeding. But man, he looks out on his feet. I don't know what these people are going to do if she basically kills him without making him bleed. But that's what it looks like she's doing right now. 10. Okay, so low is chaos again, this time a 12. 12 plus 9 is going to be a 21. I think I'm going to have to burn my other match end on that one. Oh no, it's an optional! Yes! I'm just not going to take it. Alright. Okay, at this point, she grabs him, she picks him up, then she atomic drops him, like, so his crotch just lands on the barricade. He goes, oh, this is getting brutal. At that point, she steps back, she runs forward, leaps off a chair, catches his head, kind of going over the barricade back to the in-between, between the ring and the barricade, and pulling him down into a tornado DDT. Both of them land on the garbage can lid. Just, oh, and both of them are down. They're both down. Danny's still covered in blood. Nick Torque is not bleeding, though. We don't know what's going to happen at this point. So I still have one match end. This is what I wanted. I wanted this match to be an absolute fucking war. Chaos, low again with another fucking 6. 6 plus 10. 16 on Chaos. Optional match end. Don't have to take it. Not going to take it. Interference by another wrestler. I don't want interference on this one. Oh, that's frustrating. I don't know how I'm gonna get around that shit. Alright. At this point, both of them are down. Both of them are like trying to like crawl towards the ring, and the crowd just starts to boo as they realize that GGL is slowly starting to make their way out to the ring. They beat the Standard. They beat Juanita Hernandez earlier. They're here to take their just desserts. They're here to run this company. You see Aaron behind him, like he's actually got a more merciless face than he usually does. He's pointing at it. He's gonna ruin this main event. You see Hard Rock kind of stand up and look at him, like he's doing his finger, like no. Don't do that. And the crowd starts to go ballistic. Is Hard Rock going to get involved? The GGR starts to step up to him, even though he's the boss. I don't know what they're doing. And then out of nowhere, Juanita Hernandez runs out. She runs out. They don't see her coming. Blitz turns around, gets a super kick in the face. Chunder turns around, super kick for him. He staggers backwards into Hard Rock, who just grabs the back and scruff of his neck and starts to walk him up the ramp, rolls him up the ramp, and goes, "Get out of here." He turns to Aaron and goes, "You get them out of here or you're all fired." Aaron's like, "You can't do that." And he's like, "I can do it. I own everything you're standing on right now." At that point, Aaron's like, frustrated. He starts to walk out. You see Danny has rolled into the ring, kind of looking at it, kind of looking down the ring at Juanita. Juanita turns towards her, gives the thumbs up. The crowd cheers. They walk out. This is going to be a fair match. Still haven't used that second match in. We're on 12. Let's do it. 3 on Chaos is our low one. That plus 11 is going to take us up to a 14 Chaos. That is a repeat. Alright, at this point, you see Danny like just pick up a chair. She wedges it between the second and third rope. She turns back towards Nick. Nick's slowly starting to stand up. Danny grabs the back of his neck, grabs the waist. She just looks at him in the eyes and goes, "It's time you bleed." Oh, she would be in British. "Oh, it's time you bleed, motherfucker." And then she turns and just runs him face first through the second and third rope into the chair. The chair cranks out from between it. Just Plinko's down into the aisleway. Nick cracks backwards. He falls backwards. His do-rag comes off, and his bald head just starts to bleed the crimson red blood. We're even. Either one can win. Either one can end it. You see, he kind of staggers backwards out of it. Danny turns. She steps in, leaps for him, catches the head into the cutter. Punked! She hits it. She pins. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. No! Nick gets his shoulder up. Nick gets his shoulder up. We're not done. Covered in blood. Who's going to be the champion? I'm going to give myself a heart attack on this, everybody out there. All right. So, round 13. We are adding 12. We still have 1 match end we can negate. Kind of glad Josh isn't here because I can go crazy as long as I want with this shit. We got our low is Chaos again with a 10. The dice know what this match wants. 10 plus 12 is 22. Okay. That is not a match end. Danny's like slowly pulls herself up. She's covered in blood, mask of red. She steps out to the outside. Nick's just kind of laying there. He looks out. She pulls off. She looks at the crowd. You know what's coming. She's gonna do her dad's sister shotgun, which is a top rope springboard elbow chop. But this time it's gonna be something different. She leaps to the top rope. She goes off. She's shooting stars, kind of like Juanita did, all the way around into an elbow. Nick gets his shoulder, his knees up. She connects with the knees, dislocating the shoulder, possibly dislocating the shoulder. She ricochets off of it, holding his shoulder, screaming in pain. All right, so we're up to 14. All right, we got 6 on quality, which is our lowest, plus a 13. It's going to bring us up to a 19 quality. I love this. I love this game. I don't care if this game ever sells good. This is my favorite thing I've ever created, possibly. All right. She's down. She's holding her head. You see Nick get up. She's on her hands and knees. He runs into the ropes, bounces off the ropes, coming off. He comes down. What did I call this? He comes off the ropes, sliding into a basement straight punch, like through her face. He calls it the concussion maker. Pow! Just drives it over her head. The CTE! He drives it through her head. She goes down. That's gonna be it. Blood sprays from the hit. He rolls over. He pulls the leg up. That's it. 1, 2. No! Danny gets her shoulder up. She kicks out. The crowd is going crazy. They're chanting, "This is awesome." Nick rolls over. You see kind of like tears in his eyes. He's covered in blood. What are these guys gonna do to get this title? 15. And I still have a match end to blow. Alright, so Lois is chaos again. 7 plus a 14. That's going to bring us up to 21 on chaos, which is an optional match end. So I still don't have to blow it, but it is a repeat for the 3rd time, possibly? No, 1st time. He just rolls away. He's just down. He's just bleeding from his head on the floor. She's down. She's bleeding from her head. Actually, he starts to get angry. He starts to crawl over to that bag. He pulls the bag open. He unravels it. He dribbles it on the floor. It's tacks. Tacks have been introduced into the mat. He's still like sitting. He has not even found the strength to get vertical yet. All right, so we're on round 16. Lois is chaos again with another 6. The devil is in the dice today. 6 plus 15 is 21 chaos. There's another repeat, but it's not something I have to end. He's just dribbling. He dribbles the tacks everywhere. He turns around. He picks up a chair. He starts to finally get to his feet. He uses the chair to pick himself up, starting to stalk Danny, who's trying to use the ropes to get to her feet. It's just still brutal. The ref is like kind of holding his head. He's looking at Hard Rock like, should I end this? And Hard Rock's like, no, there has to be a winner. There has to be a winner. All right, so Low is chaos with a 2. 2 plus 16 is 18. That had to happen. Danny's coming to her feet. He steps in to swing, but Danny like rushes forward, gets this burst of string, picks him up, kind of steps backwards, spine buster into the tacks. Boom! Nick Torque takes the tacks. He rolls over, screaming in pain. You can see the tacks in his back. You see at this point Danny, but when Danny tackles him, he drops the chair. It hits ref Tim Ross on the head. He drops kind of out and rolls out of the ring. We don't have a ref. We don't have a way to end this thing. What's going to happen? All right, so we're on 17, and I still have a match end. 3 on the chaos, plus 17. That takes us up to a 20. That's going to be my second match end. Whew. Okay, so match end 2. Just going to put that there. At this point, Nick's down. He's rolling away with the tacks. You see Danny kind of step in over him. He kind of comes up to his seating position. She puts the chair in front of him. Then she steps back and super kicks him while he's on his butt through the chair. Just wow! Blood goes everywhere. The chair flies out of the ring. He drops. He doesn't even squirm from the pain of the tacks. He falls over. She drops onto him. There's no ref, but Hard Rock runs in, slides into the ring, and goes the count. 1, 2, no! He kicks out on instinct alone. Where is he finding the strength? He's still alive. Both of them are still alive. Danny can't believe it. Hard Rock has just become the ref of this match. Man, this match has everything. Alright, 18. Low is Chaos with a 9. 18 plus 9. It's gonna end this shit. 18 plus 9 is gonna be a 27. That is a match end. All right, at this point, he is down. They're both kind of down. See, Danny start to roll over. Nick is starting to kind of come to his feet. Both of them are just kind of looking at each other. Blood's dripping down from the faces. They're starting to get up. Both of them want it. You hear the crowd chanting "Fight Forever." They mean it. This match has been insane. Truly worthy of the main event of Crowning Achievement. At that point, they start to weakly punch each other. Danny hits him in the face first. Then Nick hits her in the face. Then Danny hits him in the face. Back and forth, one after another. Sorry. At that point, finally, Danny comes in with a punch. Nick ducks it. He roars, kicks her to the gut, wraps her head, brainbuster onto the tacks. She hits. She rolls up into a seated position, looking out. He puts the chair in front of her, runs into the ropes, comes back, sliding into that straight punch through the chair, into her face. Chair goes flying. CTE through the chair. Blood everywhere. He then falls on her, over her face, kind of crying, like holding her down. It looks more like a hug after these two have gone through such a war. And you can see him mouth the words, "Thank you, thank you," as he pins her. Hard Rock drops. 1, 2, 3. Nick Torg has done it. He is the first true grit champion. You see Danny's out. Finally, Nick he stays on her for a second, just crying. From just the absolute war these two have gone through for this belt. Nobody could take anything away from Danny. They've absolutely killed each other. He takes a while as Hard Rock rolls out of the ring, gets the belt, rolls back in. Finally, he kind of gets up, puts his hands on his knees as Hard Rock hands it to him. He has a mask of red, tacks coming out of his back. He hands him the belt. He gets the belt. He's crying over the belt, like straight pain man tears over this belt. Finally, he stands. He goes, "Yeah!" And the crowd goes crazy. Nick Torg is your first True Grit Wrestling champion, and that is how our first Crowning Achievement ends. What a pay-per-view! Let's add that shit up. Oh my God, my voice is done. My voice is done. So let's have a little bit of the fun. A little bit of the fun. So, this is a match. Okay, match score. All right, first let's check out their star points. Danny, they both had 4, so we got 4 and 4. Now I'm just gonna really quickly do the minuses right here. We got a -3 for repeats. Then overall we had 18 segments on the score. Definitely got the Banger Maker bonus, +3. Let's see if there's any traits that match up. I don't think so. Danny's got Loyal and Grizzled, and he's got Hardcore and Targeted. So I don't think either of those are going to match up. Loyal with Backstabber, no. Grizzled. Grizzled is with Tough, so no, they do not match up at all there, unfortunately. And then, is there anything else that I'm missing? Nope, got the Banger. All right, so we got a total. So the 3 from the Banger Maker will be outdone. Sorry, it's a -2, so it'll be 1. So All right, so that's a 6 plus 18 is going to be 24. Plus 3 is going to be 27 as our total match score. Our star power then 27. Oh my god, 4 stars. How close. I was 1 point away. 1 point away from the 5-star rating. What a bummer. What a bummer. Okay, so that brings them up to... There's a total of 27. So star power, we got 4-star match. I know that the one before this was a 5-star. They were both really good matches, but I would prefer this one. This was an absolute bloodbath. Funds from that, we got the exotic plus 2. And then we get 12 funds from that being just an absolute kick-ass match. So... that brings us up to a 14 on the earning there. So I think we can keep the lights on, ladies and gentlemen. That ended up being a pretty bomb-ass pay-per-view. So sometimes it's worth it to go into the negatives. Sometimes it's worth it. But now we get to do everybody's favorite part, which is the events. So first we got to do our normal events. Alright, 3 of the wrestlers. Oh wait, that's the signature event thing. Alright. The signature event is a promoter works to build... This is our first signature event, so bear with me. Rivalries and storylines that get paid off of them. The promoter should keep this in mind when booking... This is the rules. On booking it. When scoring the matches all bangers... Gain an additional +2, but squash matches give no bonus to funds. I did not realize that, so let's walk that back slightly. So that would have still been a 5-star, but this actually does get 5-star status. Awesome. So that's going to bump up by 3 to the 17. However, our squash match... gives no bonus, right? Squash match gives no bonus. No bonus to funds. Since when do squash matches get bonuses to funds? I think I wrote something in there wrong. Okay. I first must do jump checks. So do I... Okay. I still get to roll on this. So I still have to roll my auto and choice event for the normal. Red's going to be my auto. So we got an 18 on the auto. Roll again and an additional time on the choice event table. Great. So my first choice is going to be wrestler wants time off for whatever reason. A wrestler at random requests time off. If yes, the wrestler cannot be booked for 2 shows and counts as rest. And counts as rest. If no, the wrestler takes a negative morale. So what? So I got to randomly pick it. So what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 9 single. We got 12 wrestlers total. 12 wrestlers total. Wish I had a D12 handy. Don't write. You know what? Just gonna get dice roller up on Google. And we'll do a D12. Alright, so D12 gives us a 5. So our fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chad Thurston wants time off. He's the goddamn champion. That's tough. That's tough, because I don't really want to give him time off. I'm going to take the negative morale on him. I'm going to take the negative morale on him. You know what? I got to add in a row. Yeah, add roll. I'll just mark it down. I'll do this stuff off camera. Negative morale for Chad. No, Chad. You can't have time off. Chad. All right, so now we need to roll again on the auto and again on the choice. So a 20 on the auto, which I think saves me from the auto. Yep, no events. And then a 15 on the choice. Underwork. Choose a wrestler who has not performed for at least one show. Cannot be due to previous choice roll. They want a match. If yes, it must be booked in a match. If no, they gain a negative morale match. So who hasn't been in a match? Well, on this show, the only people who weren't in a match were the Propagizers. And that's it, right? Everybody else was in something. Yeah. So it's Propagizers. I am definitely going to give them a match. I'll just make a note of that. Propagizers match. A music playlist added. Okay, so that's done with that. So now we can switch over to our signature stuff. So first, you must resolve due contracts. Randomly, the promoter must pick 3 of their wrestlers. Those wrestlers' contracts are up, and they must be re-signed to continue in your promotion. This means that the promoter will have to pay their RP in funds, or they are automatically released to free agency. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so let's get the dice roller. Let's pick them up. 1, 6, 1, 4. Our RP. So Danny's contract's up. I gotta pay her. 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marie's is up. She's a 1. And then 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Logan Bell. All right, so I will pay all of them, which means it's 4 funds. 4 funds in contracts. Okay. All right, so that's resolved. What's next? Then the promoter gets to randomly select 2 traits off the chart. They may then choose to apply these traits to any of their signed wrestlers at this time. They may not double up. They can elect not to add the traits should they choose. The promoter must then roll on the additional charts below. So let's do it. New traits. So the first trait we have is 17. That's going to be a negative. Plus 6 is going to be Backstabber. And then 12 and 11, which is another negative 1, and 11, which is Insane. So Backstabber and Insane I can add to a couple of my wrestlers. So let's do... I want to do... I don't know what I would do. Let's actually do... I don't know if I want to put that there. I'm going to put Backstabber on Juanita Hernandez, crazily. So that I can have that in my back pocket, maybe, for later. And then Insane is a little bit tougher, but I think I'm going to actually add that to the Propagizas, because they a bit crazy. So I added Insane there. All right. So that's my trait build. Now I get to roll on the signature events, which can be rough. Same as usual. Auto and choice. All right. So my auto is a 6. Retirement. One of your wrestlers has decided to lay down the boots. One of your wrestlers chosen at random retires and is removed from the roster and free agency. This can happen. This cannot happen in back-to-back monthly cycles. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I got a retirement. Oh, okay. All right. Means I'm gonna have to hire another wrestler so that I can keep it up for my tag team division, which I'm trying to build. That's rough. So who is retiring? It's at random, so it's another 12. One. No fucking way. Danny Punk retires. Gotta be kidding me. I have been building her the entire time. Oh. Why are you retiring, Danny? You're so young. I'm gonna have to say it was just an injury from that match. It was so brutal. She can't continue. That is. Oh, this game can be brutal. Okay, so she is retired. Man, I had a whole storyline with her and Juanita and everything. That's just. All right. Danny retires. I lost, like, my star player, my signature player. I just lost. Woo! That's rough. That's roughy, rough. Okay. All right. Cannot believe I just lost Danny. All right. So my other one, my choice event is a 4. Backstage fight. 2 wrestlers at random have developed a hate for each other and refuse to work together. Any matches that are booked in together will receive a +4 match score, but both will take a negative morale point. Interesting. So let's find out who those are. Wish I had a D11. Can I do a D? Yeah, automatically adds. No, not an add modifier. Whatever. Just roll a 12. We'll re-roll on a 12, basically. 12, so we re-roll. 11. And then 5. So the Propagizas hate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah, Marie Aubin. So Propagizas and Marie Aubin cannot be booked together. All right. Wow, that was some hard stuff for me right there. Finally, it is now the promoter's option to expand. When considering everything done, it is the building block. So basically what you could do now in the game is you basically can get a network deal, like get on TV, and then eventually become as big as WWE. And what it does is it gives you like higher match scores just on the reg, but everything costs more. It's tricky. It's a tricky thing. You have to have a lot of money to do it. I think it costs like 15 funds to do expansion in the first place. But every match will get a +5 match score bonus. However, all the matches increase by 1 funds for each expansion. I am not going to expand yet. I'm happy being a small timer for one. So that's it. I cannot believe Danny Punk retired after that. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, next week we will not be doing anything. I am on vacation, but in 2 weeks we will be back with another episode of Getting Over. Josh is on the other side of me. He will be doing basically his go-home show before the pay-per-view, and then I will be doing my first show after this, which, man, what a show it was. What a show it was, right? Couple of small little plugs. On Wednesday, Astro Drive episode 4 will be up, and then of course Thursday we will be doing our final one-on-one session for TMNT and Other Strangeness between me and Wizard's Respite, and then a new episode of Wizard's Respite Sanctorum drops this Friday. That's on the TTRPG side, of course. All the gaming stuff you can check out here as well too. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to buy a copy of this game, it is available on Drive-Thru Games, digitally only, for $4, just $4 of your hard-earned money to check it out and play it for yourself. And also, as I have said previously, any changes I make to the game, I will upload to that. And so that $4, you will never have to pay that $4 again, but you will get any balancing changes, anything I add to the game, anything. So yeah, and I love this game, so I'm definitely going to add to it. All right, I will see everybody later. As long as you guys keep watching and listening, we'll keep making it. Bye-bye.